For her, I equanaba television, be the equanaba watching. Enra, ana Captain Smart, and then call for omo a desk queen sui, a dear call for the amomo the big six. As a nipensia, almost say Ghana and some more ecoso honor, on Besomoji Ghana, Eddie Siwo. Na omo mampen for so etimi a yard, your mabesha homeboys or moye. Na call for me and say, and as call for senior dasui, at the crata, a barbon, a coma police for, a child casa ni muse. Omo nkofo nsie pese omo ye demonstration bi on 4th no na 4th no ye mo kwan no mo fo mo weapons eno mo security ene enko saa program yi we ene nam so ma police for the krata akoma nkofo ise masa ensem a mo busa na no odin ye ntimi emfa ma mo back ena captain din ko pie mu e ma ye frɛ no e wo eye FM so ebusa ne se captain yi ensem sei ene atete e fa ono nkofo a mo sei mo pese mo ye program bi ti se sei a demonstration na o kire nkasa mu se mu di tuo na se mu di moa mo weapons na beko okatachi afrifa ebekasa enra sanso na ye Oliver so ekasa enra entokwa kura si omu program na se enra na utie de okatachi afrifa ka ono kire se weapon de etimi ye kontiba sanso na ye Oliver so kire se omu sheda na omu kansa because omu suru a police for yentie de owura Captain Smart ka ye mra ye friend afidie so a o kan se onnim ho hwe na ono ankasa ne nsanso enhye krata bi ase no yentie di owura Captain Smart edi tudwa emra ye friend wo radio so yentie do kan
ayedi ho nkomo sesi ai onipa ba kwa ne din wom na nkomo twetwen nyina so ne din abamu bie eye Captain Smart na yensa ka captain ewo ahoma so a yene no ebetwetwen nkomo Captain Peace FM kan se boso ni ye mo adwo
Very amazing so me shawo no tie for you na I hope so ho ye
erade adom na nso e
ya me adom na ho ye
you yankomo ayedie yi udin abam bi na woso wo nkyiremu kakra wada roma ekwan da ho
well edikai no mentro ka ta bi anko police force me be demonstration I took ka ho de to so mi ni say obi kura bo mama ne say mo programs ba ko so kura no pay no openia lotoje kop so kura ka say what say maka wo ba bi say minim ho hwe ye to so mi ni say minkoshia baby ani obi anko ye meeting say ye be ko demonstration ya aposi for wo Ghana ntimi mo ye ho ba nti ye ko fa brantan ni kotokuro ni langalanga ene double bar ene AK47 de akobo ye ho ba ye to so mi ensa say me fa krata dia suma obi aso mfa nko police station mame on my behalf because me na ntwitwa so on fan come police force me kwadwo smart me sim person me demonstration a private security na be bo me ho ban ye to so enum ne say me fa me santin tim hwe so and sign document bia under the sun about this. Let's get the record straight. Na any penti wo ho ase say make me a kabibi owo mem ha say o man ni yi a na ye twe atu say ye de say o man na na nyansa bi ani de me yenim. Yes, fix the country. If you say ye be demonstration ye can say ye 4th June may any okatachi raise concern say June 4th no again June 4th na kra no enye de enti ni kwan say ye demonstration no on the 4th of June. But the Koba any nan say meeting no yem fancy ne nan yen sign back convey you. Na yetimi abe fix it date the properly. Na afi route a pesa ye fado ya communicate same to the Ghana Police Service. Me wo ho enra and madam for police ni be frame say we who statement to be say police for issue statement to say me okatachi Oliver any one other name be obodi be ref because me ankasa between you and I SaGA na call Ghana Police Service or me kasa many me no we hu bi adam boa many hu bi say ye ko demonstration na police for ye ma police for mo ye ho ban na police for ma ye kwan na ye konkofa ye private security na private security for no hold weapon na afi yen so na timemu for na be ko demonstration ni bi so yen so kuta weapon na yen fambo ye ho ban and I'm say na letter no one and show ye o say ye kan ye no within was and I'm say who me signature or and I say omo sha who me signature and I'm say na den na man chi nipa ko no obi de krata bro say Captain Smart e ka krata no na Captain Smart signature ni so wagya nipa no ma ne ko na Odifour be issue that statement na be bomidin wo. Anybody or trust Acquah, no, the Ghana Police Service, if they are serious, should look for the person and arrest the person immediately.
Okay, and some say, and we were Captain Smart, Eddie Tuja, and my friend no, radio so. Or see, and really parkour the crata look any unquachino. Now, Captain can't say some new and was supposed to year ewo onia a yomu page in so. Ah, or children in Cassa, we say, or no Captain Smart, or say, I have no knowledge of armed demo. Captain Smart, and omu post 2 year. Now, omu post 2 year na Oliver Becker Vemawo. Ede a year comment to koto adiana so say, I am tempted to believe that Oliver Becker Vemawo is the originator of the said letter. You can't reach him now. So what I say, and what they ever told her. Now, odi we no to ho no, asie no, and ye hunu say Oliver Becker Vemawo, and so a comment e wa asie no de chat abeto say. Captain Smart ene ni mienu nyina nim se krata no wabo anaso omabo na omode koma apolisifoɔ chata Oliver Becker Vemawo ede kan ho ema Captain Smart emra wo post wo onua page no eno ene eda so yi okan eye chat na ese eye Oliver mum ene send message ede ama Captain Smart on Wednesday 25th May and was sending a krata na letter no ekodru ho no and what true was say notice to the police a PDF. Captain, this is the notice to the police. And a captain reply, great. And was hold on, I have decided to add more things to make it more scary. Oliver never trust idea because Captain Mum and I reply in the messages no. And was okay, boss. It was her message na a Oliver Mum and I take a screenshot of on the phone no. Message was sending the command captain no. And a captain report about person man call 40 as say captain enim secretary no babonten enti enwe expose o mu mienu charter o mu eye de to abonten no na yenkotie Oliver Becker Vemawo ensem a okan ye enra anadwo emra eye face the country for no ekohia na omu say omu eye bibi e de ama oman no atimi ehunu dwumadi a omu di wo Ghana say youth no ebo enwuso no Yankwe ensem a Oliver Becker Vemawo edi tudwa emra okohia ensemtrefo na ono omo atwetwe nkomo yenti na oka.
I know that the police have released a press statement claiming that myself and a number of individuals well, I don't know. I suppose in essence that we are planning a demonstration where we are proposing to arm demonstrators. On Sunday, 29th May, we sent a notice to the police informing them of our intention to demonstrate on June 4th. From June 4th. Our hope was that from June 4th going, we'll have a 3-day sit-in demonstration. So for 3 days, we're picketing on the forecourt of the Flagstaff House, as was done for occupying Flagstaff House, because we're allowed access to the lawns of that. Now, in doing so, we are mindful and we know the fact that every time crowds come together, and we are seeing that peaceful demonstrators, the police continue to deploy persons with live ammunition and shooting them. And we are telling the police that the flagrant use of weapons and violence in this manner is what is terrorizing citizens. In our very first demonstration, we told the police that we have gotten our own marshals, and that the marshals will handle crowd control. Because every time the police get involved in crowd control, they kill us. And because we are fearful of the police force that uses violence, one of the conversation points we want to have with them is that if they're comfortable, we want to organize for a private security company to provide our own security. We do not want the state to be involved in that process, because the state has for so long been the greatest provider of violence on young Ghanaian men. And because of the fear that the police are more likely to kill us, we are seeking that they leave the function of protecting demonstrators to us. In doing so, we are drawing the attention to the fact that if they continue to use violence this way, persons who are going on demonstration to exercise their civic rights under the Constitution might start to think about ways to seek private companies to provide them protection. Because we're very fearful of persons who just kill and there's no repercussions for them. And this is why we told them this. Now, they've written back to us and telling us that this is inconsistent with the Public Order Act. In fact, we told them that if we were to go ahead after our conversation to engage that private security company, we would ensure that if ever they were to carry, the company was to carry any weapons, it would be licensed under the Arms and Ammunition Act. This is not something we are hiding from police, but we are putting their own conduct and the ways in which they are using guns and violence on people on the spot to show them that people have lost faith and trust in them to be protectors of demonstrators.
Yes. Sure.
And this is what we told them. Now they've come back to tell us that this is inconsistent with the spirit of the Public Order Act. In fact, we have decided, and in fact this has nothing to do with the police, but the Ghana traditional authorities have alerted us to the fact that we are still in the no noise making period. And so we are considering alternative dates. It has nothing to do with what the police response to us is. But the most important thing we need to confront is that the fact that we have normalized police violence for so long that I am so surprised that we are jumpy when demonstrators now are fearful of the police. Tell me one person who is not going to a demonstration is not afraid that the police is going to kill them. So we are getting to a point in our democracy that if we do not take these things seriously, if we do not take police violence seriously in this manner, persons will start contracting out what should be the law protective responsibility of the Ghana Police Force. And this is the conversation we want to critically have. And since we are in this conversation, we have engaged you, and we have specifically told them this, so that it pricks their conscience as to the violence they are orchestrating in this republic. And we are pricking their conscience. We have no intention of going on this, but we're intending for them to understand what they are doing. Because all over the world, in Nigeria and all other places, where there have been rising terrorism activities, all of it is linked to the military and police misconduct and the ways in which they are using violence without accountability. And we are showing them that if we are serious about this, our whole objective as far as the country is to show you how we can protect our democracy and to take you behind the scenes and see the fallacies and all the vain promises and the things they do that in fact do not reflect a real commitment to our democracy. We gave you the same example when they were going about and claiming dial 999 for terrorism. In fact, when we dialed the line, we encouraged people to dial the line across the country. Nobody was picking it. When we eventually had somebody pick it the next day after they saw that they had been embarrassed, and we asked the person, what is terrorism? The person says, if you see something fishy. Because despite having received with a number of countries 450 million from the World Bank, they have not trained persons who are supposed to be manning these things. And it's important that we do not give the police a pass. Because all we do is that we take their press statement and we read it. They killed 7 people in Asawase and they are armed robbers. And then we report their press statement and we say, police debunk, or it's not true, or it's false. We have to start using allegedly even when the police speaks.
Sure.
Because they have shown themselves as persons who are not committed to truth. And this is important. And what we want to do is to bring these problems visually to you, to confront you with it, and so you ask yourself, is this the democracy we have? Is this truly a democracy? I am a pacifist by nature. I have never held a gun. I have no intention of owning a gun ever. But I do not subscribe to a democracy where I must be fearful and must see police officers directing traffic with guns strapped to their waist. That is not normal anywhere else. I'm telling you. It is not normal anywhere else. And so unless we show the moral outrage for these things that we have normalized and allowed to go, they are not going to stop. And if this is what it takes, this visual thing, to show you that it's going to get a point that you are not going to be turning guns on citizens all the time, then it might get to that point. And this is a wake-up call for you to change policing methods to conform to modern standards. These things are going to continue.
Okay.
I know that the...
Way and someone, Oliver, Becca, Vemawo, Edituja, Emra, and Ranajo, or press conference. What did you okay? Wait me to comment Guasio. Na owie no anso wo ho a na e wo se omo to aso aye omo dwumadi said you omo eye no na e no Katachi Afrivan so eje microphone.
We did not trust the police.
Also eje microphone no de okatachie so eka enso ene se de Oliver be kan ye no omo trust police no se de Oliver kan Oliver kwa de no wo se omo eye sama police na hunu so omo ni gidi woni mu na enye se omo ehye so omo esa de no na afi kura nso kura no omo police 40 ase mo omo a na so omo be omo ba no mu shoot omo ni ade fine ana afi nso kuro bia ni ewiase a police 42 direct traffic di 2 ni nam krom media minim baby a wakọ ni baby a onkoye ebia no mba oman Israel mu ha no omukalo mfa direct traffic omo de full bus ubu okura wo wepa no machine gun esen ne ho no obeka se commando anti ebia baby a wokoye na tesare but baby a mewe no a police for kura no mu ko suku akosua ekwa akon sojafo ni ade no omo ni nam krom obi nam wepa no onum tea ne coffee ne machine gun esen ne ho no enya asem ketwa anti ebia onyanko kuro bi te se Israel so na emom no Ghana ho no police ni ayama ne tu so opia bontin na onfanto dem de aminim de opeso wo kire because police ni de oda bia wo so akonde wo ho ti wo ko direct traffic se wo ko di fufu so wo ko edi o si de bia you ready utu hye obotom eti minimal konti e ha no se police fo enam Ghana no mu kurokura tu minimal konti a gentie de eye okatachi afrifa so e kaaye emra ono so eje ne platform na o kasa no.
Police is giving us their commitment that this time around they are going to be professional, that this time around they are going to give us the best of security as demanded of them, and not be shooting us, turning the guns that is meant to protect us as against us. Then maybe we can go to the round table and have a discussion again. Until then, we are going to make sure we will protect our own self. Yakasa amsa, yako sukui amsa yetuongwa. What mean for the angura? What mean for boa angura? Eti ayebua paye ade no aye twrokomom krata na twrokomom no ensem wo no mpese Ghana fo no ombedi achi aba no cause disaffection monko kan kire Ghana fo no se mrantia ne nya lawless monko kan kire Ghana fo se mrantia na ekuama mu future monko kan kire Ghana fo se nipa bone fo na eteso ne no eye Machiavellian tactics. They will do anything possible to separate the Ghanaian populace from the leadership of fix the country, which we should not allow. I always say the reason this country is peaceful is not because we are a peaceful country. The reason this country is peaceful is not because of Christianity. The reason this country is peaceful is not because but it's simply because we do not understand what is going on around us. If we begin to understand that we vote for people to come and give us the social amenities like good roads, hospitals, but some hospital every now and then. The very moment you understand, say the roads for more than 10 years is because roads to near the MPP chairman, the NDC chairman be. Every year be almost sponsor a year elections where some better moka. It was a road in nature, one yesika any bio. The very moment people begin to understand, say, Kwame Nkrumah Nyansem were your motorway for 50 years. But some crofo buy a motorway and they say, instead see a beboka ayen yeno. They find a knee-jerk reaction to solving the problems. Sebi you say ni paninyati asiyese ya, and your bro and your babum penny for a debut. So ni panentiasi. And over the years, the media that is supposed to be the watchdog for the people by putting the politicians on their toes, they have now become a guard dog for the.
Okay, we someone okatachi efrifa enso edituja. The big six no, nese omo ena eja omo akasei. Enyansafo ensia omo Ghana, omo ebeji Ghana esi hono. Omo no mani abresi se ya omo ekasei. We are making simbi edi etwato edi amawo mu na omo program na ana we esi ye ewase na interrogation ekoso omo busebusa questions ni ade nkofo yi ano yehu ya ne se entokwa asi wo ho atemdidi ekoso enipa nsia the big six no omo etimije Ghana si ho no se omo anya united na omo adwene anko bankuru mu a menye sure se nkometimi kra ye sa the big six ejuma na omo ye no sa big six we na mu hu omo 2022 we no sa big six we ye nkofo a obia ewo na adwene da ne tirim obia kura ne master's degree obia ye ne profession like obia a professional and obia nso ede no ho enti edin se ba ko betwem ba ko overcome no we any see wo program na say no her comment na say a nkofo say cut the video please cut the video na say video ni koso no na nkofo say yen cut video because esa na nsem a ACC e wo video ni mo no ebeba abonten eniti na nkofo a omo ka face the country no ho no a omo wo so no omo di sa adwuma no ese yen cut video no na ekwa abonten a eyanim guase esem yen kotie de si ye emra na okatachie okasa wie ya minim se na the confusion bi na abo se question bi na o man tia si onem tia nse o fa nwose fon so ho ne ade ko so ho atimi se enya asem ketwa yen kotie de ko
Wake up, having nothing to do, and I'm sitting here. Don't tell me that. I'm very stupid to insult you.
Do it from you. What kind of nonsense is that?
Please, it's not that you. Why you are taking this thing to? It's not that.
We're very sorry.
No. Felicity, come and sit down.
Very sorry. What is that?
Very sorry.
You are the guy convening this meeting.
Yeah.
If you are doing this, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Do you? I was the one that asked Oliver to allow him to speak.
Yes, but he kept quiet and was over. And then you used the word. It's very wrong.
Yeah.
Nana, let's move on.
Nobody takes any media for granted. I am not from the media. Stop the foolishness.
You are very foolish. Why you don't do that? Who won't music? You are stupid. If you are doing that, you give me your money for it. How do you see me? You are foolish man. You are very foolish man. I'm telling you.
Nana, man, Kasa.
I'm mad.
Also, feel like
I some business. Hey, life. You can't go live. You can't go live. What they have come? They are taking it. They are taking it.
Charlie, yeah, let's continue.
okay and some say any see to say na confusion si wo ho a enya asem ketwa menti me ho ase bi ekoso ewo ho nipa mienu ba ko miensan hia e den a confusion besinti no normal say freedom fighters confusion si ewo na Captain Smart eba abonten ene we do obetutu bi de bo mo pa ebetwa bo mo di o matempa kire say nyansa di nyansa onipa o send letter no oni bi na osusu say Oliver Beka Vemawo ene send a krata no hu ni say no ye no osi eche no kura anti captain kura so pe police amiache Oliver according to nsemo a oba bekan yinti the captain
the demonstration. I'm going to give the history
of this
95.1
FM.
Fix the country. Yeah. First demonstration Ghana.
Yeah.
And it's on record, say the biggest demonstration ever in the political history of this country. Yes, our demonstration we announced at the demonstration grounds, maybe a converge and say
FM 95.1
series of demonstrations. You had to be registered this pleasure. If I near maybe a Ekoswa Yeninja.
That's right.
And you know, dates now. Yes, we agreed at a meeting. Say yebe demonstration on the 4th of June. But you need to me yebetimi ate ye ho egu mountain so. Emra say bo a police for money. Na police for no nya we say eda say.
Wonu FM dio.
O pese we demonstration. Na kire police for no baby a obefa. Eti we were to agree on a date. Ya agree date no we no na ye nyina ye tekodae se emrepem no ye besen hia na ya dwene ho
Wonu FM 95.1
be fa no ya twero ho krata akoma the Ghana Police Service menua me masum fa medao da for the purposes of this interview I mean fa oh, my phone is call over to you, but that's okay. I can say it. I mean,
But before you even go to that, why June 4th? Because we know things synonymous
Yeah,
to June 4th.
I mean, anytime,
any Rollins.
Abotena muntie interview ni yo. Ne tie nsɛm a captain kan wɔ ha no. Me say Captain Smart midin kan ne no asɛ. Sɛ ɛyɛ private security ampa ɛna ɔmo kɔfa. Na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo netua sika kɔfa private security na ampa. Owura captain onyi ni botom sika sɛ ebia 10 billion anaasɛ 1 billion. Monje na mfanfa private security mayam fanye demonstration kwa ensida. Obi eno obeye saade no. If so munya sika no mo de yesaade na me-ekuonaba me say a sponsorship. Obi na sponsor. Enye bete said omo hu ni. Ya system ye mo ayedin ye omo kan. Na ono watimanya sika. No watam sika ne se me de kofa private security asan for 2 aka ho. Na me de bia hye omo di machim se munyi tuo ni nse kan ne ho ahwan. Ye weapons ni. Security musika majimunjina mombo mo ban ni emfanye demonstration 1 2 3 days ye wi ani Acquah da enya de possible de Ghana fo ntiase ne say nana danko akofo ado aba o motoma no me mantu bi wo Ghana ho na mini Ghana sisi e kase minsanso ni Ghana ebi kura enu tama monto aba 2025 na minsanso ni Ghana wo na wote Ghana ana onim kwan afa so odidi e wo Ghana ho enya me na ese mechi onyansa say aban na osisi wo no oye ana onye wo problem wo so wo Ghana ho me de Nyankopon adom ba bia ma bepi mi ana ma hasel ma bepi ha obi wo beka se kwona ba bia wo ne se eho edin de ne bra Ghana ana Ghana ye de abra Ghana me pa chawo se Ghana edin ma nso a nso fu plan bra ba bia me wo no untimi mba tena ba bia ote obetima ba de akọ wo ba bia pese otukwan akọ a ko ba bia pese okọ uni ba bia pese otukwan akọ ana se uni sika de bekọ unua o papa o maame obi anye consular otimi de okọ ba bia na ho na abetina we need choice tena ho a de obeya ne say at the end of the day 4 years ne so na ado mompe no mompe MPP na mompe Akua donko ope gum ope mahama wo na ado nipadua fa kokulubuti kosi so to abama sa nipa kro no case close we enye ntokwa we nya gidigidi we nya tuotwe we nya seka atwe eye wo kokulumuti fa koto ne nipa ne fresh na foforo mbra so obesi so na so wanye ne yi a eye wawasem no wasan ato foforo e de amanipa fram na ba enu mo mbe boa dan ta asumdwe kakra na monye Ghana ho na mudi gu aso dem eye hiribaba no mo sanso betwetwe ntuo ni nsekan na abedan akoto collection mo na mo peta etitua mo na mo pese mo hu mo papa na mo special na mo ho ahwan mo na mo ze mo kotua mo ho ahwan e wo ma aso dem ho mo start nsekan twetwe nsi abedan akọ aso dem ho e wo problem enti de wo so ye ne say tina Ghana ho obetima akọ abruchira akọ untimi nkọ a tina ho na emom no 4 years ne so na beto aba change ya obi a change no case close demonstration na aba ya your demonstration peaceful demonstration Israel how many demonstration wa ha obi na okura tu ni sekan bia wa ha de no so mo kura sign post bi na obi je na mo kasa so what I say your demonstration per kwa in 50 years and up per in the whole year no problem at the end of the year no so na nanado danko akofo ado o firi so a do pe no akoto ama no so what I say ti we nya ntokwa wo na ade wo ho na ato abade ma nanado se spirit bi ana odi eche kotoma na nado a na so so wantimi mbu man ne ye na abuofu akone ko busa spirit no so fo hye nkom e kan na nado ne betima ye o man ne yi na se wa adwene mu no hu ne sese ya wo kase ya sese ya wo hwe mi no Ghana nkoyi mfa ma wo a kone ko busa sa so fokoro no se wa so na ado wa adwene koto ya busa wa adwene da otirim me de ba bia me wei a me kase free me nto aba wo Ghana ho sese ya ye kase 2025 me ntu bi nso da this e bia me ba Ghana be register so what I say but for now wo na ote ho wo na ate uja ho ana nim se sisi ofa eye wo na also take decision e man kofo bi ma bontin be kanche o say ye ne ye big 6 anase ye ni nim nyansa anase ye ne be se agi Ghana si wonti be di achi na enkwese at the end of the day obi be yisu e de nya no ho tam me kan okre a kiro we sponsorship koso ha ti asema captain be kan video we mu wankasa be hu de me kan into the captain kan
In June 4th and
anytime
everything.
you want to do something, you must look for a date on the calendar that is more important than popular. So that was a strategy. It was not to use whatever happened in the June 4th.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Me wa when rana madam for be friend me say could you not na yes and I'm say my
OWUSU FM 95.1.
say yeah the one more the letter be abeto headquarters some be demonstration na you say police former mo kwan now mon and hire the services of a private security firm
na sa private security firm no police form ma won kwan na won yusu etuo won ankasa akode embo ye ho ban ye be call demonstration no and afi demonstrators na ankasa nso no ye makwan na ye mfa ya akode embo ye ho ban and I'm saying make what you smart no say we a convener I'm saying oh yes I would not say I am not part of the fix the country but I mean trust Ankwasi letter no and I say would this shall see what I'm saying 95.1 na would me this shall say what was my signature or say you signature be but would din any telephone number e shall say that make a chance say a post phone call hwe nipa the letter no by no monchi no
sana okay
yes because sabete hey Adam Majimi. Yes, Yaninje. Yes, and your man Kosu. Yes, and your say. Yes, Omani Haha. Yes, Nipesi Apenia. But say your Pesia fix ya, near Cotritua. Near Paper and Cofuria. Yakofixia. Yakofixia, Yarofada, Yakofix coin. And to me catch and say, me Sacratan one. Minimum Portroy. Minimum way.
Onuya 95.1
Minim nipa otro sa akrata. Number 2 minim baby aye tro no. Number 3 minim nipa o draft
FM 95.1.
4 minim nipa type ye. 5 minim nipa de share envelope. 6 minim nipa ye suma no. Any the other suma no some fanko police headquarters.
And it's been there for how many?
I don't know.
Captain, I mean, so letter na benye bi udi anka na ya to Facebook.
Me as a convener me who be
because you see what our signature
me signature be and the police for officially wrote to me
that
they I think said they needed us for a meeting or something. It was through the my lawyer. And the lawyer beside said would have men talk at abia.
So they wrote it without your consent.
I don't know anything about it, so consent to Kren. I think any poor chocolate and Yarea Kakra won it.
No, but
because Unim, push a police for response from the buyer and no Name Makai.
I'm saying,
Sir, Yabeka Kojina GBC. Na Yakwa Yakoshe GBC for say 1 million coin. Na Yanya yen kasa ewo GBC so na yekwa yekoka de hwan na be kasa eye me ana okete Afrifa ana ye Oliver anani ana hwan
why na we suspecting us
say omo say ye wia na yakọ police headquarters so na police for na wo se wonji wo mundi enti wo ma kwan na wa fa tuo bo ho ban no wo fi GBC awokọ mo kwaje uni na kwaje wo say ye wie eno a say ye kuta ye aye tu ene ye niam ye de boy ye ho ban ye ma ye nkwan ye mfa nkogina Jubilee House enim nko picket what be that
now when I trust a letter
I mean who in his right senses
would take guns to a security zone?
I mean would even dream say we better trust such a letter. Minjai kasada de bia me ye bia no mekoso aye wo de me ye radio no so but please I don't subscribe to violence.
Okay?
No, I don't. Because sentokwasi omemu ha de ye ni nyina no ehwegu
na wo maso ti
na kasa na ye ka no wo mpanifo no chance say ye de basabasa ye beba.
Thank you.
So we'll keep talking. They are afraid of the talk.
More fire.
Mpenifonu stroke kasa na ye ka no. It's whoever is behind this letter. One, police for me in channel.
OWUSU FM 95.1.
So signature be was here me sign krata bia. Number 3, me fa lawyer be as on krata be on my behalf.
Yeah.
Enko Ghana Police Service say.
Yeah.
Yeah, by demonstration.
Yeah.
Into me ankasa, my family, my colleagues, my management, we totally disassociate and distance ourselves from that letter.
The demonstration no fourth no won't count.
Men call demonstration. You see?
Say who disassociate ohun every fix the country and now say
fix the country is a positive thing. Okay, it's a good thing. And obi a Ghana have your budget so be say fix the country, no. But over fix the country, why a demonstration they can Ghana for me
95
one for blade the kuranko. Now where they also watch your letter say I mean what kind of nonsense is this?
And Captain, I remember so investigations so that we see who actually is behind that
Nipa this letter the police phone invite you and Acquah pointing on no channel.
Whom are you suspecting?
I am suspecting that Oliver wrote that letter.
Oliver Vomao.
Yeah, I think so. I am suspecting.
Okay.
Convener Nangaza.
I am suspecting.
And he's part of the Fix the Country.
Yes. I mean, he's the senior convener. And I think that it's an affront. Okay?
Oh, really?
Somebody is sitting somewhere re-engineering the thinking faculties of somebody to destroy something positive like fix the country. Wow. Somebody sitting somewhere is re-engineering the thinking faculties of somebody to kill this beautiful thing that has come to stay to help make Ghana a better place.
Which means I'm not getting it.
If he's the one who wrote that letter, that's why I'm saying that I'm choosing my words right. I'm suspecting.
Okay.
He's a lawyer, for Christ's sake. But if he's the one who wrote this letter, I'll be surprised. I spoke to Oketechi, and my brother is furious than myself. His name is there. He doesn't know anything about it.
Captain.
Why?
Captain. Oliver, Nipa na Okana SMTC as a suspect, you have his number. Why can't we reach him?
Can we reach him?
Hey, can you friend and I am Bisane?
Sir, what you say?
So the movie.
The first letter that came was deleted from the platform. A second letter came.
95.1.
And then an information came that don't share this one. We are taking it and then review 95.1 FM. Only for you, for whoever, to go and add this absurdity to the letter. No, I am furious about this.
I don't know what distance just from the letter, but not from the group. Why won't you leave the group?
Letter no does not make sense to any reasonable Ghanaian. Now watch this. You are not supposed to front a weapon, even if it is legally licensed. Display of weapons. You don't have the right to display a licensed weapon.
FM,
and Ghana Police Service never register a weapon. Sa nipa na obema kwan ma register weapon no. Amra no so ama no kwan say we display weapon no abonten a onchew no. Wo say me kwa kwa catch sa nipa ne say ma me kwan na me fetu mo me ho ba. Nti wo na ma na wo ma warning shot.
Captain, this letter doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, Pegasus, what did I trying to say? Charlie. For anybody to send somewhere to write Sabi, excuse my French, a letter and add my name to it.
It doesn't make sense to me.
And I am surprised that the Ghana Police Service said, Obi the letter by my office. Signature near said, no, Manako. Monchano.
So, say, the person I would address it to wasn't around in Tibia until.
And to a more kind letter, Nipa no buy no way. The fingerprints say, letter no still. Such letters, what do Ghana Police Service? You make entries. Sir, wo asumesi. Now the crater way bad that way. With telephone number in case of anything they can reach you. They should call the number of the person who brought the letter and arrest him immediately.
Hello, Ebusiafo. So Pesifita Asracha Odifour there, and then now for unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening. Our toothpaste to strong kwa. What did you choose saying? Emma was saying eye fita. Na eye fita non no. Na eeii and carbonate beer ewo no mu beer. Any tea stain, coffee stain, smoking stain si beer. Unique laser whitening product. Ebe yini nyina free swama o kama. The obani say uchu so. Na odi biegu o brush the so. Now the chuchu sinisu nyina kama. Uvia and who wenum general wenum sa into for unique laser whitening. I was 07999792330. Unique laser whitening or say muni seso.